Elbaf. I hate this freaking. Oh my god! I have never been this close to joy and had it ripped away from me. Chapter 1131. Loki in the... Okay, I was wrong. So we are gonna see Loki. Okay, great. Loki will be in this. What is going on? Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 18. After that Sword Thief. I still think there is a decent chance that the Cross Guild or something like that might be on Wano. Maybe. Because the whole mystery of people disappearing and stuff is very, very odd. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. We're getting right into it. So Luffy is very, very happy. I knew this was Elbaf. We've been waiting to go here for ages. He just like me, for real, for real. Everything really is huge in Elbaf. Oh yeah? Good for you, boy. By the way, I wonder if Usopp will figure out when he gets up here. What's on top of the tree? What is on top of the tree? Usually there's a city there. Like most stories usually do, there's like a city there because of, you know, like the land of gods, right? Hopefully we get up there. I like how Luffy is just yapping. Hey, the most powerful nation in the world lived and breathed warfare? Wow, that's wild. When I was on Dory and Broggy's ship, I'd never seen so many giants at once. It was really overwhelming. Hey, I can't believe they're the most powerful. Okay. Okay, so finally he is cut off. Is this supposed to be hockey or is he just screaming? He's me when I talk about Elbaf. Luffy is just full-on yapping. And I 100% agree with this. I align with this. Luffy just like me, for real, for real. Is that supposed to be a wolf or is that a fox? One of these is definitely a wolf, but that looks like a fox. That's a deer. It would be very... What the hell is that? I don't even know what that's supposed... Is that an animal or is that like a weird looking rock? Right next to the wolf, there's a thing with horns and with like teeth, like weird teeth. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It kind of looks like the failed zones in Impel Down. I need to bring this up. Hold on. Okay, what is this? This unironically looks like that thing in Impel Down, doesn't it? Koala zones. Like this thing right here. I mean, it kind of does, kind of doesn't. This is more so a Minotaur, yeah. I mean, they're kind of similar, but also kind of not. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Looks like it has a human leg, to be honest. I've got no clue. It's like a weird thing just hiding in the background. I doubt we're supposed to pay attention to it. It looks like a weird fluffy cow. Looks like a buffalo? Yeah. Yeah. A snow bison. Yip, yip. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now we are going to hear Loki yapping. I am the sun god enshrined in the legends of this land. You will not speak without my permission, human. Elbaf. Elbaf's accursed prince, Loki. Special government bounty 2.6 billion. What the hell is a special government bounty? What does that even mean? Is it like not wanted dead or alive, but wanted just alive? Was there ever any elaboration on what Sanji's bounty said? Because what he has a number on his head, right? So it's not like it's a special bounty where, like, I don't know, you're going to be made into a celestial dragon. There is an actual number on his head, but it's special in some way. So if it's like Sanji's and it was just like only alive, but I don't think we ever got like a Sanji special bounty. It was just a wanted poster which said just alive. So I don't think we've ever actually seen anything in this form. Yeah, that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Instead of dead or alive, it's leave it alone. I would assume it has something to do with like the way the bounty will be issued, right? Or a special conditional for the bounty. Just a wink from Oda to power scalers? Maybe. They pay you not to bring him? It could be that there is something more to the money. What if What if they give you the money, but they don't do anything? I think it's just alive, and they want to use Loki to subjugate Elbaf. That's what I think it probably could be. I think they want to make sure that nothing happens to him, so they want him just alive, just like Sanji, and then they want to use Loki to subjugate Elbaf from within. So I think it's like a three-way deal, where they make a deal with the person who brought him in, and they make a deal with Loki himself. Maybe. Maybe. Because of his fruit, or just him is the real question. Yeah, I don't know why it would be a special bounty otherwise. He's not a pirate or a revolutionary. The government see him as just a threat. Maybe I'm reading way too much into it, and it's just like it's a special bounty, even though he is royalty with no explicit ties to anything against the government. But then again, Elbaf is like vehemently against any kind of government intervention, right? So in many ways, it doesn't bend the knee to like the government's sanctions. So they could, I guess, still making a wanted is like a bit excessive, like a means to show he's almost Yonko level for the readers. Maybe. Okay, let's move on. Now, answer me. What do you make of this situation? I'm already loving this. The fact that he's just like asking Luffy, what do you think about this? What do you think about me being chained up? I like this, because this is, there are like a lot of books written about how you can get people to like you, and like the number one reason is to essentially always ask questions and let them talk. So if he is supposed to be the ultimate manipulator, it makes sense that even though he's just like, shut up, I am speaking, but when he starts speaking, he's actually like, what do you think about this? Talk all you want. I just want to lead you on this specific idea. I want to be friends with you, so tell me, what do you think about this particular situation? That's interesting. Government is scared to go to Elbaf. They never want to go try and invade it. That's why I think there might be a thing where they want to exploit people from Elbaf to turn them against Elbaf. Oh my god, there's more. There's more. What do I make of it? That you're chained up. Keenly surmised. But no man chooses to be chained. I am no exception in this regard. I would rather be free. Did you know I've been here for 6 years? He's doing it. Gentlemen, I think I must admit that I might have been wrong. I expected Luffy to feel his aura and never set him free. I think I might be wrong. I think there is actually a decent chance that Luffy will actually get manipulated and befriended by him. Okay. 6 years? I consider the strongest in all of Elbaf. I consider myself the strongest in all of Elbaf. But this tree is known as the Jewel Tree Atom. So that's confirmed. Which forms the very kingdom of Warland itself. The chains are okay, so they are Sea Prism Zone. They rob me of my strength and keep me imprisoned. Okay, so number one, Atom is indeed the World Tree. Makes sense. We've been talking about that for a very, very long time. I think I even brought it up in Fishman Island. I think as soon as we heard about the treasure trees, I was like, one of them is going to be the World Tree, probably. So, that makes sense. And it is indeed Sea Prism, so he can't use his power, even though he is... So why is he blinded? Why are his eyes tied up? Interesting. 6 years is also the year Shanks became a Yonko. Are you implying that Shanks was a part of the Giants' attack on Loki? And are you implying that the reason why Elbaf is Shanks' territory is because Shanks helped the Giants? Is that what you are implying? Now, wouldn't that be interesting if there is beef between them? He would recognize the Straw Hat, right? Because I think, like, literally anyone who's ever seen the Straw Hat immediately recognizes the Straw Hat. What if Loki's devil fruit is gigantification? The world government would want him to achieve their goal of creating giants. I think you might be cooking with that. I actually really, really like that idea. I think if he can make things giants, because the world government had the program, right? In Punk Hazard. They had the entire turning people into giants thing. If they could capture his devil fruit in the same way they want to capture Luffy's devil fruit, that would make a lot of sense for this special bounty. Because it's not really the same as with Luffy, right? Like, Luffy is an actual, like, existential threat to the world government and to Emu and to the world as a whole. With this, it's not really the same. Juan Wolf has the giant fruit. He does, but that's like a self thing, right? There could be a fruit that does it to other things, and which could also be like the whole why it's legendary. It's not about just like changing your own size and your own like shape or whatever. It's about actually reshaping the things around you, which would obviously be like a much bigger deal. I feel sad for Loki because he couldn't have picked a worse target for manipulation. I mean, I think trying to manipulate Luffy is like RNG generated. Either he will see through your entire facade and he's just like, nah, you know what? Something about you is fishy. I don't think you're very good. Or he's gonna be like, yeah, I know what, let's be buddies. It's literally RNG. So, I have a question for you, Roddy. It's Luffy. Do you want to make a deal, Luffy? A deal with the devil of sorts. Whenever I see deals being mentioned, I perk up. Maybe giants were created this way in the past. Island and the people are also big because they awakened 900 years ago. It could honestly be something like that, yeah. Like there was someone who awakened the fruit and like created the world tree and everything. That could genuinely be it, yeah. But like at the same time, we know One Piece has a bunch of like very different people. So it could also just be like the giants exist and that's it. Like there is no extra lore, they just exist. Just like normal people do, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. What does you want to make a deal about? You're a pirate, aren't you? If you should undo these chains that bind me, I'll offer to completely eliminate one rival pirate crew of your choosing. What say you? The key should be somewhere in the village. Now, if you'd rather not, I won't force your hand. Do you want to hear my completely not even barely coherent whatever theory? Surely not. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Because I'm just thinking about this whole make a deal with me and I will essentially eliminate one pirate crew completely of your choosing. Now, I am choosing to read this as if he's being genuine. Because, like, Loki, usually, he is obviously a trickster and doesn't really do what you expect him to do, but he does uphold his side of the bargain. Now, sometimes he does it in an unexpected way, but I think he's being genuine. Because the thing that popped into my brain immediately is, of course, Davy Jones. But I don't think there is a connection here. Because obviously, like, the whole, by eating a devil fruit, you're making a deal with Davy Jones, right? Because, like, you eat the devil fruit, you gain power, but you lose the ability to swim. Davy Jones's locker pulls everything to the bottom of the ocean. You're essentially making a deal with the devil by eating a devil fruit. And now there's this guy offering him a deal. A genuine deal. Free me, and I will eviscerate one crew you want. No strings attached. And the fact that, like, just like I said with the whole what do you make of the situation, the fact that he immediately follows up with, if you'd rather not, I'm not going to force your hand. It's up to you. I'm chilling. If you want to make a deal, I'm here anytime. Oh, but I didn't mention, this is the lowest plane of Elbaf, the underworld, a place that no one dares venture into. Those judged to be criminals are dropped down here. This place is their prison and their execution yard. Tempting deal. If it were me, I might make the deal. I mean, if my assumptions about him are correct, I think, like, his ability, whatever it is, if it's not, like, gigantification, I think his ability is so insidious that he can probably take out any crew that he wants. So I do think this is a very tempting deal. Now, obviously, you're making a deal with the devil of sorts. I'm loving this already, I'm not gonna lie. I am, like, 3 pages in, I love Loki. And I don't know how much of this is making, like, conspiracy theories around nothing. Okay. Dig into the snow around you, and you'll find the bones of giant and man alike. Oh. These mountains have existed for tens of thousands of years. In our mythology, we call this the First World. I think you might have a point with the gigantification fruit. We heard that this devil fruit has been re-inherited for many generations. The First World. there are two trees stacked upon one another. What if the first world was the first awakening of the fruit, and now it's covered by darkness, and they can't use it anymore? So they moved up to the next level, and once again, the awakening of a fruit, we have another world tree. Maybe. Maybe. It's also very interesting that, like, a place where sun is only a dead memory, foolish human. I think it's, like, also really, really fitting that even this world tree, this massive, like, almost force of nature, but it blocks out the sun. And in the world of One Piece, we know that the sun, even in their own, like, culture and their own religion, sun is, like, the ultimate signifier of purity, of light, and of everything. And now it's gone. What the hell is that? What are those little black blobs with, like, swords? I don't know what Oda's cooking. What are these? What the hell is this? What is that? Why does it have a net? This is a freaking net. Look at this. This is like a little bug net. I think they want to catch Luffy. Oh, this takes me back. I was about to say, isn't Luffy going to reference his training with Rayleigh? Because isn't, like, this big gorilla thing basically the same as the thing that was on the training island with them? He has a long hammer. I've seen people talking about the hammer and that it could be Mjolnir. It could definitely be Mjolnir, yes. Oh, you're not talking about Mjolnir. Oh, no, you are. I've seen a bunch of theories about the hammer, yeah. Because there's the story of Loki also stealing the hammer, right? Which is what I really, really hope. I really, really hope that the story of Thor's wedding comes true. I even used it in the thumbnail. It's one of my favorite goofy stories in Norse mythology, where Loki steals the hammer and then he has to help Thor get it back. It's the most absurd thing ever. Elbaf is like the Grand Line. The first half of the bottom tree is the top is paradise, and the second half is like the new world. I think it's something like that, yeah. I'm getting the same vibe. Luffy spent more time with the giant beasts. Yes, than he did with the Straw Hats. Indeed, he did. Okay, so if you don't do as I say, they may not take kindly to it. Those other little ones are humans who chose to do battle with Elbaf. They wear stinking robes to turn away the ravenous beasts, but they only delay the inevitable. They are corpses already. Now, that's really uncalled for, sir. Who is this guy? Can we rob him blind? Maybe he's got some... We don't want to get knocked unconscious like last time. So someone blasted them with hockey. I mean, around here, you don't expect to run into red-haired Shanks of... Huh? Did you just say Shanks? We did, but this is really invalidating everything we thought we knew. Who is that guy? How did he tame the Sentinels of the Peaks? What? Wait a second. Who is that pipsqueak? Did Shanks really come here? Did you know red hair? Yeah, okay. Okay, I see why you mentioned the little detail of Shanks becoming an emperor 6 years ago. So, Shanks was indeed involved in taking down Loki, I think, along with the giants, which makes sense why the Elbaf territory is now Shanks' territory, right? Makes sense. Because just like Whitebeard protected Fishman Island, Shanks in many ways protected Elbaf. Because as we heard, that taking down Loki was like an entire army type of deal, you know? He's a very dangerous dude. So that's very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what's going on with him, though. And also, Sea Prism Stone, right? Shanks doesn't have a Devil Fruit. So that's like another thing that just adds to all of this, with the whole hockey being the most powerful thing. Shanks was essentially one of the only pirates who could even help him. Interesting. If you mean that coward of a pirate, he certainly did. I think we're about... I turned the page. What I was going to say is I think we're about to see them beef with each other, and I just turn a page and I see Luffy already. It's like the meme of already pulling your hand. Oh my god. Okay, so Luffy is beefing with him. The bro just popped gear 4 in a goddamn instant. Yeah, Prince Loki. Hey, wait, take it easy. I was only joking. Don't say that even as a joke. I'm helpless here. I can't defend myself. The instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill him. Huff, huff. Then you better not make me mad. Next time you say something like that, I'll embed you in that tree. You wouldn't dare, idiot. This is really, really interesting. This is really, really interesting. Because I don't even know how much of this is him deliberately... Because I don't think he expected Luffy to pop off. Like, at this point, it's pretty clear that he has no idea who Luffy is or what Luffy's capable of. So it seems like it's not like a situation where Luffy... What was it, last chapter or the chapter before that? Luffy said he feels a strong presence, right? Which is Loki. Loki doesn't really seem to be feeling anything from Luffy. Because he does seem like completely caught off guard by Luffy just popping off. But I do still think he's playing him. And why was Shanks here? Why did he come to see you? That couldn't have been why he was here. Is he still in Elbaf? You won't be getting those answers for nothing. God damn it. God damn it. I think Luffy's gonna free him. And I think he's gonna free him for the worst deal known to man. It's literally gonna be, he's gonna ask, where is Shanks? Loki will be freed, and he's like, no, he's not here. I don't know where he is. Anyway. And I think that's when things are gonna get real, real bad. Okay. Prediction time. Prediction time. Prediction time. I think what's gonna happen is Luffy is gonna ask him a question. Loki will say, I will respond with everything I know 100% truthfully. Luffy's gonna be like, you know what? I'll give you a shot. He's gonna free him, and then Loki's gonna say, I don't know where Shanks is. Thank you for freeing me. Anyway, I'll catch you later, Luffy. They will split up. Luffy won't know a single thing about what's going on. Then we will reunite with all the Straw Hats alongside Luffy, and in the background, Loki will start causing troubles, and then we will enter Act 2, where suddenly something is going wrong on Elbaf. And then Luffy learns that something has gone wrong, and then we're actually like into the Elbaf thing proper. That's what I think. That's what I think. Because I think Luffy doesn't really... I think in Luffy's brain, he just thinks if he will be dishonest with him, he'll just kick his ass. You know? But if he frees him and he just says that he doesn't know... I mean, Luffy might get a little bit salty. This is like, what do you mean you're gonna tell me everything and you just don't know anything? We got the rest of the crew. What's going on here? Yeah! Look out, it's really shaking. I'm gonna die! Is that what I think it is? What do you mean? Yeah, someone's... Oh, they're still on the bridge, right. It's been a while. It's been a long, long while. He looks all charred up like he got hit by lightning. It's probably whoever was under the sun god mask. I knew it. Well, I think bro's about to be charred once again. And behind him is that female warrior in the chubby one. They're chasing him and carrying the Sunny. The Sunny? I know I keep saying this. I know I keep saying this every single time, but seeing the giants carrying the ship, I thought it was a weird miniature, but it's the actual Sunny ship. Seeing the scale of things is still so confusing to me. I can't get over it. I just can't get used to it. Sounds like it's cutting time. No! They might be the Masters' friends. There's only one thing to do. Look, the finish line is before us. We gotta run it out. Sprint for all you're worth. Get to the Elbaf village. That must be up here. If they catch us, we're goners. Chopper's little hat is so cute. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Sunny. How are we even going to get back in the water? Is someone just literally gonna throw the Sunny? Is it just gonna be like Elbaf's done anyway? Just like... Because now they're carrying the ship around like literally as if it's a miniature. Okay, what's going on? Underworld, Warland. Go, 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 go. There we go. Took down that moose. Just in the nick of time. These beasts don't live in the upper forests, but their meat is exquisite. I can already see the excitement on the Straw Hats' faces. Oh, it's Hajrudin! But how will we carry this monster? Stansen is their shipwright. I mean, they look cool. I don't know what this is supposed to be. He says, like, took down that moose. It looks like a bit more than a moose to me, but just my opinion. Kuda burst, 100-yard toss, something like that, yeah. I like Stansen's design. It looks really, really cool. Have we even seen him before? Oh no, we have seen him. Wait! He was in SAUL? I literally don't remember this at all. He was the dude who Rayleigh... I didn't even realize. Oh, I wonder why I didn't realize. Maybe because he looks nothing like he does now. Now he has a badass beard and a badass mustache and a badass hat. In SAUL, he didn't have any of those things. It's not my fault. Not my fault. It's a monster animal from the movie Strong World. I need to watch the movies finally. Bro got one of the biggest glow-ups. This is like on the scale of Kobe. Like I'm sorry. This guy right here is not a cool looking warrior that I'm looking at now. You can't even see it. This guy, you mean to tell me it's the same dude as this dude right here? Really? Like there is a slight difference here. Like one dude, other dude, you know? Okay. Let's keep going. I messed up my tabs. Can't use a painter. Those sunstones don't work when it's snowing. Suck it up and be a man. This meat is for my saviors. Can't use a painter. Those sunstones don't work when it's snowing. What does that even mean? Am I missing something? What does that even mean? A Hajrudin. Oh, we got Oda recap. A Hajrudin refresher. Back in Dressrosa, Hajrudin was caught in the wicked plot of Doflamingo, former warlord, and was nearly forgotten by the world until he was rescued by the Straw Hat crew. Now he is one of the 7 captains in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Thank you for the recap. Even the scans don't know. I mean, what I think it probably is they're talking about sunstones and not working when it's snowing. This could be like a I'm reading whatchamacallit. I'm reading I just realized I'm in the wrong scene. I'm reading Stormlight Archive, right? So I'm going to reference that now. They're the little things that get charged by storms, right? So this could be a situation where they have certain stones that get like charged up with like pseudo electricity when it's sunny outside, and they can't use them because it's snowing. What is a painter? I've got no idea what the hell a painter is, but I think a sunstone's probably that. We'll have to wait for a Japanese fan to explain it. I mean, I can try looking it up. Let me ask AI. I'm gonna ask AI. What could be a painter when talking about meat or food? In a figurative sense, a skilled artisan. This could refer to a chef or a butcher, but this is like it's not commonly used in this context. Presenting dishes. They are seen as artists who paint with their ingredients, creating visually appealing and delicious creations. So yeah, I don't know. Also, I just got crazy deja vu. I just got blasted with memories of the future. It's kind of wild. If we have sea stone, do we have sunstone, moonstone, forest stone, and rainstone? Good question. Very, very good question. How to pronounce a line used for securing or towing a boat? Why would it be used in this context? Oh! Yes! That's what it is. That's what it is. You're right. You're right. Exactly. They're asking how will we carry it, and he's saying that we can't use the thing to drag it over, and then he's saying be a man. Yes. Yes. So, for the line to work, to secure or tow the boat, they need sunstones, which somehow power the ship? Or the lines? But I think you're absolutely right. If it is just a line to tow the boat, it works perfectly in this context. How will we carry this beast? We can't use the painter, or in this case, the line. The sunstones don't work when it's snowing. Suck it up and be a man will basically carry it on our shoulders. Power the motor on the winch? Yeah, probably. Probably. There's some sort of weird motor, probably. But now is this another situation of like the dials? Like, are the sunstones going to be like an alternate form of electricity, of technology, of power on Elbaf? Alright, let's keep going. Heave-ho! See? We got this. We are the mighty warriors of Elbaf, the new giant pirate crew. I don't know what the rhythm is supposed to be. You mentioning that there are other stones too, that's what has me really intrigued now, though. Because we do have Sea Stone, and now we have Sunstone. Moonstone. Perhaps Moonstone would steal devil fruits. An archaeologist, by the way. An archaeologist who has a lot of symbols with the moon. Who doesn't sleep. And has the ability to steal devil fruits. It's probably not true. It's probably not true. Maybe Moonstone. Okay, let's keep going. New giant pirates. Self-proclaimed Straw Hat Fleet. A pirate crew of 5 younger giants from the generation after Dory and Brage. Cook, Goldberg, Doctor, Gerd, Shipwright, Stansen, Navigator, Rodo. I'm gonna be real with you, I'm gonna forget their names in literally 3 minutes. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So hopefully, by the end of Elbaf, I remember them. Okay. The sea near Elbaf. What do you think, Robin? I've never cut a woman's hair before. I was quite nervous about doing it. My heart would have been racing if I had one. Yo! Skull joke! You don't have a heart? So unscientific. You look really cute, Robin. Haven't seen that look on you in ages. That's stunning. Well done, Robin. Wait. Wait. It is! I read the next panel. She's... Oh, no! She's getting ready to meet SAUL! Oh my god, that is so freaking wholesome! Oh my god. This is what I mean by using tiny, meaningless details to stab you in the heart. A character within a story like One Piece just got a haircut, and it's one of the most beautiful things in hundreds of chapters. It's the look you had when you met SAUL. Then he'll be especially happy to see it. Oh man, I just know this reunion will have me bawling. Same, man. Same. Oh my god. I never knew I needed this in my life. But I did. Oh my god. That is so beautiful. It's such a small detail. It's perfect, thank you, Brock. Oh, look how happy she is! Oh my god, I swear to god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold... The mists have cleared. Land ahoy, prepare to moor. Or moor? I don't remember how to pronounce the word. Whatever. I don't care. That island of giants is gigantic. Elbaf. I hate this freaking... Oh my god! I swear to god. It's Dr. SAUL. He's fallen and he can't get up. Or he won't get up. If this is not a fake out. If this is not a dumb, pointless, meaningless manipulation of the reader that I hate because, wow, character dies, feel sad, feel bad, joke's on you, they're alive. If this is not that, What it actually is. What it actually is. Chopper is gonna save him. And then Robin, Chopper, and SAUL will all do a group hug. I swear to God, if this ends with Robin saying, I'm just happy I got to know him, or I got to meet him, or I got to be at his goddamn funeral, I will lose my mind. I have never been this close to joy and had it ripped away from me. I am a death's enjoyer. I am a consequences enjoyer. This is not one of those times. I am not joking. I swear to God. I will enter my goddamn Joker arc. It's not gonna be a villain arc. I will pivot the entire main YouTube channel to finding every single problem with One Piece and exposing Oda. No. I swear to God. Oh my God. It's perfect. Thank you, Brooke. It's Dr. Saul. He's fallen and he won't get... God. Because I could even imagine this. If I was writing a story like this, I would basically do like Robin's whole thing of, you know, I'm so glad I have my friends, I want to live, yada yada. I can literally envision a scene where Robin is crying, she's bawling her eyes out, but then she smiles with like that quivery smile that Oda does, and she says, I'm just glad I got to be here. I can literally picture what that panel looks like. But if Oda actually does it, my Joker arc is gonna begin in full swing. I do think it's gonna be Chopper, yes. I do think it's gonna be Chopper who will save Saul. I do. I don't even know what to say anymore. What if she does his laugh? Shut up. No, this is just Oda doing his usual nonsense. It's just Oda doing his usual nonsense. It's just Oda doing the Oda thing. There is nothing to worry about. Doing the laugh at the funeral? Shut up. Shut up. Oda has like that, you know, like the little thing Oda does? I think Oda did it. Oh no. Oda literally did it when Robin learned that Saul is alive, I think. So Oda does this little freaking thing that is like a literal dagger in your heart, right? So when Oda draws faces and he draws them smiling, he sometimes does like a little face, right? And then he does like little eyes, right? Like that. And then he does like this little like quivery smile, but it's a smile, right? And then like tears streaming down her face. And I can imagine this, and he's just freaking dead as she, and I will lose my mind. It's gonna be the Joker arc. She did have the wiggly smile. I think she did, because like I remember that scene also hit me in the feels like real bad. Because when I see like it's like the perfect thing I mean about the emotional catharsis One Piece can do, because you have such like strong investment. You see a character be so happy that they're smiling and like crying at the same time, and you feel exactly the same. It's what I always say about putting the reader or the viewer in the same exact shoes as the character. It seems obvious, but most stories can never pull that off, right? One Piece has pulled it off many times. And if she does the squiggly smile at frickin' Saul's funeral and just saying dead as she, like, I mean this genuinely. I might have to skip a chapter for a week. Like, this isn't... Like, Ace dies, I sleep. If this happens, it's not even gonna be funny. Imagine her finally finding her place, her finally finding a family, finally finding her friends, and she wants to tell all about how Saul saved her. He gave her a purpose and he freaking dies? No. Like, no. This is not Berserk. This is not Attack on Titan. This is not like, I don't know, like the Walking Dead comic. This is One Piece. Like, you can't rip this away from me. Like, we are this close. Oh my god. Poor Robin, bro. Jesus Christ. Can she just catch a break? Like, for real? Oh my god. I hate this. 0 out of 10. I did not enjoy this chapter. I hate it. You know, there is agenda piece, there are power scalers, and then there is me. I see Robin or Chopper be unhappy, I'm done, I'm out. 0 out of 10, I'm out. Like, I don't want to read this anymore. Okay, let's go through the chapter. Oh my god. This is bait. It's bait. It's bait. It's bait. It's bait. It's not happening. I have a theory that Koroto will free Loki. He'll grab the key from the village, and Loki will use his hatred toward the Straw Hats. I don't really think Loki will be an antagonist for the Straw Hats, per se. I think he's going to be like a... The vibe I'm getting from him is he's going to be like an existential threat, and not really anything against the Straw Hats until the Straw Hats will begin to resist him. Right? Like, even here, he doesn't really care about Luffy. He only cares about his own goals. I don't think he has any beef with Luffy individually, or the Straw Hats individually, or really even probably Shanks. Like, he's probably annoyed that Shanks, like, locked him up. But he doesn't really... I mean, if he does, then he's definitely not expressing it. He says, like, oh, you know, the weakling pirate, whatever. Or what did he say? The coward of a pirate. But he's not actually, like, being, I will kill him, yada, yada, yada. And then, like, Luffy, oh my god, you're an ally of him, you deserve to die, I will kill you, yada, yada. You know? I think his thing is more so going to be restoring his own position and probably bringing about Ragnarok. The Robin panel made it at least 9 out of 10. Well, you see, the Robin panel might have been a 9 out of 10. The Loki stuff might have been like a 10 out of 10. And then the final panel was like a negative 74 out of 10. So where do we end up? Where do we end up? Talked about it in more detail and can argue the theory better, but there's a talk about how Luffy cannot meet SAUL because he's also a Deem. Like, all jokes aside, and this could be me coping. This could genuinely be me coping to, like, the nth degree. I fully accept this. But I do think SAUL will survive because, like, this is, like, I unironically, this is not Berserk and this is not Attack on Titan. This is not a series about where a plot thread is set up for the explicit reason of being cut short. It's not a thing of messy writing. That's literally what it's set out to do. There's a dream, there's a hope, and he gets freaking butchered. Because that's the point, right? One Piece, even though it does create these extreme emotional moments, you don't really have with the main characters and the characters that are, like, sort of intertwined with the main characters. You don't see them being butchered off for that reason. Even if you think about all the flashback deaths, it's not like their stories were really abruptly cut short, in the sense that you saw, like, this whole pathway toward how they lived together, and then it just, like, cut short, right? It really doesn't happen a lot in One Piece. So I do think SAUL will survive. Imagine if SAUL did survive the moment after the panel, but then later Loki gets free and Loki just brutally kills SAUL. In every One Piece arc, there's mostly one that is bound to die. I don't want to think about that. I think Garp recently, by the way, is another good example. Because, like, Garp's fate right now is kind of messing. If Shanks became a Yonko 6 years ago, who was the Yonko he replaced? Maybe Loki was the Yonko before that, and that's why Big Mom wanted the power of a second Yonko to join her. I think, like, the Emperors, I know a lot of people think of the Emperors as, like, a formal thing, but I don't think the Emperors necessarily have to be 4. Like, I don't think they are a actually defined thing. Like, Luffy was named, we obviously never saw that formalized, but Luffy was named the 5th Emperor for a long time. You know? Like, we know in the story that there are the 4 Emperors, but in universe, it was explicitly said that Luffy is the 5th. Right? So I think there might have been 3 emperors before. There might have been 5 emperors before. There might have been 2 emperors before. So I don't necessarily think it's like the warlord system, where they're explicitly replaced. You know? Or the admirals, where there must be 3 admirals. But, I mean, theoretically, I guess you could say that Loki might have been one, but Loki has never been like a pirate, right? Like, he's just a prince. So I don't really think so. SAUL is insignificant as a D, more similar to Law. But, funny you mentioned that. Because what happened to Law? He's still kicking. I think the fact that SAUL is a D, and his, like, the D lineage with him hasn't really been, like, talked about that much. But then again, to play devil's advocate for myself, SAUL is the reason why the D interested Robin, right? Like, why she talked to Luffy, what is the D in your name? SAUL is largely a reason for that. I don't care. If SAUL dies, I'm done. I swear to God. I'm gonna be done. Morgan's dubbed him the 5th because he thought it would get him more clicks and likes. I mean, it worked, I guess. Oda is getting his revenge after hearing people talk shit about fake out deaths. If he wants to hurt me, this is what he can hurt me with. Like, if he genuinely kills off SAUL, I will never complain about deaths ever. I will. Because the fake out deaths, I do think they completely undermine the story, and I've talked about it many times before. It's not even about... Like, the fact that I'm currently entertaining a fake out death is illustrating how bad fake out deaths are. Named characters have to die in every arc except Zoe since we enter the new world. It does feel like Oda is getting more and more trigger happy, but at the same time, if you think about Egghead, a lot of the characters who died on Egghead didn't die. Like, all the satellites, all the Vegapunks. Nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing changed. Right? So I do think, from that perspective, it doesn't really, like, Oda can do deaths without actually doing deaths. Right? Like, with Wano. The deaths on Wano, to me at least, were low-key meaningless. Like, if Kinemon had died, then I'd be like, ayo. But how the deaths were handled on Wano, and I mentioned in the main channel videos too, I think the deaths on Wano were really, really mismanaged. Like, they didn't feel meaningful at all. We literally skipped past them, and that was the end of that. I think like basically Wano's ending was mismanaged in a lot of ways, and the deaths were one of them. Might fit into his idea of killing background characters. Bro, SAUL is not a background character. SAUL is literally the most important character in all of One Piece. SAUL and Robin and Chopper will live out their days on a small little island, reading books about medicine, about archaeology, and about being good buddies. It's not Cope. It's not Cope. It's not. Saturn didn't deserve to die. He was such a good man. He was perhaps one of the worst mans. he was definitely not a good man. He was one of the worst mans, in fact. Okay, so let me real quick run through the chapter. So I think the Loki stuff is excellent. I love the Loki stuff. I am very intrigued whether or not Oda wants to replicate, like, Luffy's training, the island, or not. And whether or not... Yeah, it would be interesting if Oda is trying to explicitly replicate the feelings of Return to Sabaody in the sense that he's telling us this is a new saga. Not even a new saga, but like a new third, right? This is not pre-time skip, this is not post-time skip. This is the final saga. And this could be a way of marking that. Anyway, I do love this. The Loki stuff, the way he's playing Luffy, the way he's bringing up Shanks, beautiful. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. The Nami, Sanji, and everyone else club, not sure what's going on there. They're just running around. So they seem to be in their little running arc that we always get with the Straw Hats. Not sure what they're up to. The Hajrudin and Stansen thing, interesting. I just realized. Wait. Is there a chance that Chopper is very mad about them bringing a moose to eat? Is this a thing that we've ever seen manifested in any form? Could Chopper be unironically angry at that? Also, it's not even a freaking moose. It has freaking dinosaur legs. Anyway. So that's fine. And the Robin stuff? Let's not talk about the Robin stuff. Oh my god. I hate it. Predictions for next week. Is there a break next week? I don't think there is. There is no break next week. So I do think we're going to see like a few more chapters of all the Straw Hats either converging in some capacity or diverging further into their little mini missions. Right? It's usually what we see with these arcs. Because I think we've already been in the adventure on island of phase, so we've already seen some of them sort of explore the new island. So now I think they're going to split up a bit more, and it will be a little while before we see them converge on the final thing. I don't really know how that's gonna play out though. Saul is dying. He's gonna be Dona DA. Shut up. Shut up. Better Call Saul is not even gonna have to call Saul. Oda definitely cocked a gun with some real emotion damage bullets and is now holding us hostage. Yes, and that's what I hope he's doing. I hope this is Oda doing his little wacky, goofy thing of basically putting you on the edge and being like, oh, I can push you. I can push you right now. I can push you. Oh, you're still on the edge. Oh. And then we're finally going to get that catharsis. I really, really hope so. Because if not, and he's put me on that freaking cliffside, I might jump off. Like, you put me here, Oda. You did this to me. Oh no. That's it. That's the chapter this week. I don't think I've been in this kind of denial for a very, very long time. Has narcolepsy, he'll just wake up during the funeral asking. Bro, I swear to God. Oh my god, look at this. I hate this. I freaking no. Literally the first thing that comes up when I Google Jaguar D Saul. This is the little squiggly line I was talking about that Oda does. If I see this face, he is very young. He is just 127. He is totally fine. There is a main channel video coming in a couple days, and then I'm working on the Egghead video. I think I'll do the Egghead video. I've talked about this a little bit on streams before, but I think the Egghead video will be a little bit different compared to everything else I've done. I want to do it like, how would I describe it? Basically, I want to talk about everything in a bit more detail and have it be like a bit more low-key, because number one, the anime is not out. So I don't really have the visuals anyway, right? So I think I'll play around with the format a little bit. Because I have like all the chapter readings as is, so those will always just be like an extra thing people can look at. But with my thoughts on Egghead as a whole, there's so much stuff that happens. I kind of want to spend more time than just like trying to cut down like a 30-40 minute video. We'll see what happens. Doing the Egghead video on parts. I'll see what happens because I just want to try something a bit different with it. I don't think I'll script it out completely. I want it to be basically a little bit different. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and if I split it up into multiple parts, and then I do like what I did with all the previous arcs, I think like getting through Egghead will take forever. So I'd rather do like one video that is a bit easier on me in terms of production, and I would just mix in like me sitting right here as I do with chapters, but obviously make it a lot more coherent and actually record it with notes and everything, right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right now I'm rereading it and going through my own notes, so we'll see. All right, that's it. I'll be back next week and on the main channel in a couple days, and probably throughout the week with a bunch more shenanigans on the live streams. Have a wonderful start of your week, and I'll see you back soon, TM. And Oda, don't you dare.